everyone, welcome to the XD Daily Creative Challenge. My name is Melody Sabori. I'm going to be your host for this round of challenges, and I'm a freelance UI UX designer here in the Bay Area, and I'm also a host on the UI UX live streams on Adobe Live. And I'm really excited to be here for the XD Daily Creative Challenges. It's going to be an awesome 2 weeks of challenges. Hello to everyone in the chat. Hi, Tim, Peter, David, Gary, Steve, Andy, Alexandra, Anissa. Hello everyone, I'm so happy you guys are all here. If you are new to the XD Daily Creative Challenge, this video is just a welcome to introduce you to how the challenges are going to run over the next 2 weeks. Yeah, it's going to be really awesome. So we can switch over to my screen and I can give you a quick overview of the Daily Creative Challenge. So if you head over to behance.net/challenge/XD, the URL just changed if you're wondering. So if you go to that URL, you'll be on the landing page for the Daily Creative Challenge. And this just kind of gives you an overview of how the challenges work. And you can register by hitting this big blue button. So I'm going to register. And basically you'll just get notifications every morning when the challenges become live. So at 8 a.m. Pacific time, starting tomorrow, you'll get the first challenge and then you can start designing. So it's going to be really awesome. So I've just signed up. And then if you go down here, it kind of breaks it down by how the challenges work. So each day you'll receive a challenge starting from tomorrow until June 14th, so next Friday. And then we take a break on the weekend. So it's just Tuesday through Friday this week, and then next week, Monday through Friday. And then we really encourage you to join our Discord channel where you can join the community and chat with everyone. And it's such a great place, and I'll jump into Discord in a minute. And then also watch me live every day, starting today, and I'll go over each challenge for each day and kind of give you a head start on that as well. And then finally, at the end, after each day or whenever you finish the challenges, you can share your challenges on Discord and on Behance and get feedback. So yeah, and then down here, it kind of, so all the challenges are locked right now, so you can't know what they are just yet, but starting tomorrow, this first one will be unlocked and you'll get to know what the prompt is. And then each day it will fill out as the days continue. And then if you don't have XD yet, it is free to download. So you can click here, download XD for free, which is awesome. And then also join our Discord channel, which if you click here, you can join the Discord, or the bit.ly link is, yay, thanks Paco. It's bit.ly/XD, capital X, capital D, Discord. And I think there's like 5,400 people there, which is crazy and super exciting. So thank you for everyone that's joined our Discord, and I hope that you join as well. So let me head over to Discord and I can kind of give you a rundown of how it works. It's kind of similar to the Slack channel, and we still do have the XD Slack channel, but we are more active on the Discord channel just because we're able to share more files and it's just easier for us to be on Discord. And yeah, so we're focusing on here. So if you've never used Discord before, this is kind of what it looks like. So on the left side, you have all the different channels. And so there's announcements, community info, and there's pro tips, which the mentors who are over here. We have Chris Cannon, who's been on Adobe Live, and Howard Pinsky, me, Tim, and we have Peter Del Tondo on there as well, and Marissa or ExoPixel. So we have some great mentors giving feedback, and then we have some Adobe people over here, some moderators. We have Andy and Cars, and they're really helpful on Discord, so thank you to both of you. And then these are all of you guys online, so awesome. And yeah, so over here on the Pro Tips channel, our mentors give some pro tips for you guys so you can expand your XD knowledge and design knowledge. And then there's also a Get Inspired channel, and Howard just made this, which looks super cool. Okay, I don't want to block it, but he recreated the Netflix intro screen and you're only using XD, which is super cool. So yeah, love that. It's awesome. And then one of the main aspects of Discord is the feedback channel. And this is where you can share your share your designs for this round of challenges or previous challenges, which you can go to past challenge feedback and submit that here. And we have an amazing community of people giving feedback on your challenges. And it's been really nice to see everyone giving feedback, and it's such a great community, and I'm excited for the next round of challenges to see what you guys all come up with. So yeah, this is awesome. And then over here we have chat, where you can just chat about random stuff or design stuff, it's up to you. And you can ask a question, tips and tricks. And then if you have any feedback about the XD Daily Creative Challenges, you can ask that here. And then design a feature if you have any ideas for Adobe XD to have a feature in the future, you can talk about that here. And yeah, so this is Discord. And so after each challenge becomes live starting tomorrow, you can work on the challenge, and there's not really a time limit where you have to finish like by this day. So it's really up to you how long you want to spend on it. But after you finish each day or whenever you want feedback, you can post that here on the design feedback channel and then ask for feedback. If you want specific feedback, you can say that like whatever you want feedback on, or you can just say, please let me know how I can improve, or what do you think of this? And everyone in here loves looking at your designs and giving feedback. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And I also wanna go over, if you are new to Adobe XD, I highly recommend Howard's page. It's letsxd.com, and it's like the best place to go if you're new to XD, because he has a bunch of great videos for every little thing that you can do on XD. So prototyping, sharing, designing, and he goes over all of that stuff. Adrian's asking, how can we see previous challenge videos? So if you go on Behance, down on the bottom, there should be a replay section, or if you go to the YouTube channel Adobe Creative Cloud, you can view past challenges. You can just type in Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge, and then a list will pop up on there. Yeah, so we have, Howard has all these videos, a UI kit, and then he has, so the XD had a new release a few weeks ago, the May release, which was really hyped, and it lived up to the expectations. The new features are amazing. We have components, linked assets, keyboard triggers, and gamepad triggers, which look really cool, but I don't have any of those controllers like an Xbox or PS4, so I haven't been able to try it out yet, but it looks really cool. So yeah, he has videos on all of these different things if you want to learn how to do them, and they're pretty short videos too, so it's nice. You can get a quick overview of how each of these things works. And then he has even shorter videos called snackables, so you can look at these, and yeah, it just has a lot of good tips and resources for XD. So yeah. Oh, Kara is in the chat. She wrote an article about her Adobe XD Daily Challenge experience, and I read your article, Kara. It was so awesome. I think you should link it in the chat or post it on Discord if anyone hasn't read it yet. It's on Medium, and it was a really good article, and I loved hearing about your experience with the challenge, so thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And then I also wanted to share, if we go to XD, this is Howard's Auto Animate Kit. So the way to download this kit is if you go to File, and then there's Get UI Kits, and then if you click on More UI Kits, you can go to this screen. And basically it just has a lot of UI kits for you to download and use on XD, which is really nice. There's some really good ones. So Howard's is right here. It's also on his Behance page if that's easier to get to. Yeah, and then we have the XD wireframe kit, all these different UI kits for you to get started. If you don't know where to start and you just kind of want to play around with Auto Animate, you can use these kits to help you get started. And I'm going to go over Howard's Auto Animate kit because I think it's a really good way to kind of ease into learning Auto Animate and how everything works, because at first it can be a little intimidating if you've never used it before. So with this kit, he kind of gives you an overview about best practices, and basically the #1 tip I would give you is to make sure your layers are named the same, like the elements in your layers panel have the same name on each artboard when they animate, so that they're able to animate across the artboard. So, and then he has more best practices over here to help you out with that, and he basically shows different variations of animations you can do on XD, and they're all really cool. And if you go to prototype mode, which I am in prototype mode right here, if you click on the artboard, you can see how they're linked together. And then if you click on this arrow, it kind of tells you what trigger he used, the action, the easing, the time. So you can really learn how to animate. And that's one way that I really learned how to do it, is through going through his auto animate kit and learning, especially this one. I saw it, I think he posted it on Twitter, and I was like, how on earth did he do this? And I'm gonna show it to you because it's really cool. But I had no idea how to do this. And so I found his auto animate kit and I was like, yes, now I know how Howard did it. And you can kind of look here, and he created a mask, and then I like learned all that. So it was really cool. So yes, so definitely check this out. It's really awesome. He has some great things, great animations. Let me show you this one as well. So there's a lot of cool things you can do with XD, and this just kind of gives you an overview of that. So I highly recommend it. Yeah, so the challenges start tomorrow. So today I kind of want to give an overview of XD, and then I'll get started on a little splash screen animation because those are really fun to make. And yeah, so if you are brand new to XD, let me do a quick overview of what XD looks like. So we have the design page and the prototype page. So when you're designing, you have all these buttons available to help you design your screens. And once you're at a good place and you want to start prototyping, you can switch over to prototype, and the screens look almost identical, so it can be kind of confusing to know which screen you're on, but you can just look up here and you can tell which screen you're on. So on the design page, we have these buttons on the side, which you can use to design, so square, and we have the new polygon tool from the update, which is awesome. I love this, it's really cool. You have your line tool, your pen tool, text, artboard. So it's really simple. Basically all you need to start designing is here. And then we have the assets panel, where if you want to add colors from your designs to save, you can add that here, and say I wanted to add these colors, I can just select the artboard and then push the plus button, and every color that's on the artboard will appear on here. And then if you wanted to change a color, say you've designed like a bunch of artboards and you're like, I don't like this dark color, so you can select, right click it and then edit. And then whatever color you decide, it'll change across all your artboards, which is really cool. So let's change it to like this blue color. And so it's really nice. So you don't have to go individually and edit all of your artboards. You can just do it all at once. And then you can add all of your, oh, these are just missing fonts that I don't have, but you can add your character style. So if you have a really cool font that you're using right here and you want to add it to the character styles, you can add it here. And then the same thing with the colors. If you want to change your character styles at any point, you can do that by right clicking and then edit. And you can change the color, the font weight. You can change all that right here. And then now we have the text, the change case, I don't know what it's called, the text changing, which is really cool, and everyone's been asking for it, and now it's finally here on XD, which is awesome. So if you wanted lowercase or uppercase, you can just do that right here, or you can also do it on the right side, which on the right side is where you can kind of customize all of your artboards or your design. So whatever you click on, it'll show you how you can customize that on the right side. So yeah. Cool, sorry, I'm just reading the chat, yay. Awesome. So yeah, so these are some really cool things about XD, and you can change how things are aligned up here. I don't know if it'll let me show that, but up here you can align it center aligned, things like that, and change the opacity, the fill, the border, all of that stuff. So let me show you how to do a really quick splash screen, because I was playing around with different animations and it's really fun. I love playing around with auto animate. So I'm gonna start an artboard, and then I'm actually gonna grab this from Howard's artboard and I'm gonna copy and paste it here. And then we also have guides, which are new with this update. So if you kind of, let me like zoom in. So if you hover over the top of your artboard and you'll see these two arrows, you can drag and then bring down a guide and it'll stay there. And so you can have guides while you're designing, which is really awesome. And you can add more if you want, and then you can also add them from the sides, which is really cool. And then if you want to, I think, take this off, I think this is a keyboard shortcut, Command Shift semicolon? No, it wasn't that. Command Shift. Nope. Does anyone know the keyboard shortcut for this? Okay, let me just do a new artboard. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm really bad with keyboard shortcuts, so I don't remember what that one was, but we can just start with a new artboard. So let me drag that over here. And so I'm gonna do a splash screen animation. Command plus. Command apostrophe. Let me try that, Andy. Okay, that one was for grid, but thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna expand this. I'm gonna hold shift so it remains the same shape and doesn't get all distorted. So I'm just gonna make this bigger, and we're gonna pretend that this is a logo for an app or something, and it's the splash screen for the app. Angelique is asking, how can you get those lines? So if you're talking about these are the new guides for Adobe XD. So if you hover over the top or on the sides, you can get, I guess it's only the top or the left side, you'll get the arrows, and then you can drag and create guides. But I'm gonna figure out what the keyboard shortcut is to remove these. Tim, thank you for sending the link. Hopefully I'll figure it out after the stream. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I'll post it on Discord when I find out. But yeah, so I'm gonna change this color into like a cool blue color. And then I was inspired for this splash screen from the Twitter app. So whenever I log on to Twitter, the bird kind of like goes really small and then like expands and covers the whole artboard. So I wanted to show how to do that. Okay, Cars is saying Command colon, semicolon. Let me try that. Yay, thank you, Cars. I knew it was semicolon something. Okay, so Command plus semicolon to get rid of the guides or to bring them back. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so let's continue with this. So I have this, let me go to my layers panel. So this is named shutter, so we're gonna keep that in mind when we go to the next artboard. So I'm gonna do Command D to duplicate, and then I'm gonna select this, and I'm gonna hold Shift and Alt to remain the object in the center of the artboard. And I'm gonna make it smaller. And then I'm gonna do Command D on this to duplicate, and then I'm gonna make this really big and just cover the whole screen. Okay. And then I'm gonna do another artboard, and I'm gonna remove this. And then I'm gonna say like welcome. So we're gonna pretend this is like the welcome screen for this app. And then I'm just gonna change this really fast. And then a really cool trick for XD is if you want to resize your text, you can head over here, and if you select this point text, and if you hover over it, it'll tell you. So right now I'm in area text, which allows me to kind of expand this if I want to add more text. But if I wanted to change this text size, I can go to point text, and then there's going to be a little circle at the bottom, and if you drag it and hold the drag and bring it down, you can make this bigger, which is really cool. So this will be our welcome screen. So this is a very basic splash screen, but we're gonna go into prototype mode to kind of see how this prototypes. So we're gonna select on this artboard, and we're gonna do a timed transition, and you can only do timed transition when you have the whole artboard selected. So that's important to keep in mind. So I'm gonna move this little arrow over here, and we're gonna do time trigger, and I'm gonna do a 1 second delay. And then for the action, we're gonna do auto animate. So if you do transition, it'll just kind of dissolve and it won't animate. So it's important to make sure that you have auto animate selected. And then for easing, I'm gonna do none. And then the duration, let's try 0.6 seconds. And then for when it's smaller, so I move the arrow to this next artboard, and if you can see, all of the settings that I had for the previous artboard are saved, which is really nice. So I don't think I'm gonna do a time delay, so I'll do 0. And then maybe we'll do 0.8 seconds for this one. And then from here to the next artboard, we can do, let's try 0.8 seconds as well. So let's see how this looks. Yay, okay, kind of. So since I moved this like way up here, it kind of like went upright, but maybe I can move this. I don't know, it's hard with this shape, but I like on Twitter, the bird is just a filled bird, so it expands outwards. But since this is kind of a spiral, it kind of went up and around, but that's okay. Let me play that one more time. So it like goes in and then jumps out, and maybe that's a little slow, so I kind of want that to move a little faster. So maybe after this we can do like 0.3 seconds, and same with this one. Yay, so those are the different things you can do. So Angelique is asking, I never really understood what the function is of a time delay. Why would I want to use it? So for the time delay, it's kind of just to imitate an animation, what it would look like if you didn't touch anything. So like if you saw Howard's Netflix thing, he used timed transition to do that. So basically, if you want to do a splash screen and you don't want the user to click on anything, you can do a timed transition to show this is what the animation would look like. So you don't have to click on anything. So that's when I would use it. And then I want to show something else that's really cool. So you can also rotate objects and have them animate like in a rotating motion. So I'm gonna change this to 360 degrees. And then it's gonna look kind of weird because it's big here, but let's see how it looks after that. Okay, that was really fast, but it like spun around. So maybe we can make this a little bit longer. Maybe 0.3 is too fast. So we can do 0.6 and play that one more time. So yeah, so you can have a lot of fun with all the different things you can do on Auto Animate and just mess around with it, see what you can come up with. And like I mentioned, Howard's Auto Animate Kit is a really great resource to use, and you can find that on his Behance, or if you head over to File, Get UI Kits, and then More UI Kits, it'll be over there along with other UI kits as well. So yeah, so there's a lot of great things you can do. You can get ideas, learn how different things animate, and you can animate buttons. So this one kind of turns into a check. And so with this one, Howard used the time transition down here. So you can see where that would come into play. So you can use them everywhere. And yeah, so it's really awesome. And we are just about out of time for this welcome video, but I want to say thank you to everyone in the chat for joining me today on this welcome video. I'm super excited to be here. Tomorrow we're gonna start day 1 of the challenge, so I'm really excited. I hope you'll all join me again. And tomorrow at 8 a.m. the challenge will be revealed on the Daily Creative Challenge landing page. And if you sign up, you'll get the notification for it as well. So I'm really excited, and stay tuned. I'll be back here in 5 minutes to do a UIX live stream with Sam Anderson. So I'm really excited. Oh, here's the schedule. Thanks, Paco. So we are kind of switching things up for this week on Adobe Live. So at 9, we had Voodoo Val with the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. So we are running a Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge and an XD Daily Creative Challenge at the same time, which is super exciting. And then we had Fernando from the Nobody Photography. It's a cool name. At 9:30, and then 11:30, we have me doing the XD Daily Creative Challenge. And then at 12, we have Sam Anderson doing UX design. And this will be the schedule for today and tomorrow. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, we're gonna have new people. So it's gonna be super exciting. And thank you everyone in the chat, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.